Welcome back, everybody. This is Michael Levitis from JurisQ.com, and I bring you an attorney in the state of New Jersey, Herbert Lawrence. Herbert does personal injury for many years now, has seen it all, has been through a lot of different cases and fights with insurance companies, and had a great track record in it, and continues to represent clients very efficiently in the state of New Jersey. Herbert, I'll bring you back today because you told me off camera your office does something that is very unique, very particular when it comes down to litigation. And I want you to share with our viewers and listeners about what you do with a technique with MRI, because MRIs, they show the injuries in more details sustained by victims of car accidents, and you use a technique called reverse imaging to show further to the jury about the impact of the car accident. Can you please describe what this procedure is, what this technique is, and how it helps you get proper compensation for your clients?
All right. We only can use reverse imaging in cases where the operation by the doctor has taken metallic objects, screws, actually bolts sometimes wires, to insert into a human being.
Okay.
Generally, it's to hold the vertebrae together so that if another accident occurred or another insult to that human being occurred,
right,
they would those internal fixation devices of metal would hold that person's spine together so that they would not, well, they wouldn't have very serious injuries like death or paralysis. What I've never seen anyone else do, any other lawyers do, is what we do. In those type of cases, we take the MRI. The MRI barely shows the metallic objects. It's very difficult for anyone other than a doctor to point out what was inserted. Mm-hmm. So what we've done is we've taken the actual MRI films to a particular photographic studio. They've done a process where they reverse the image, and it doesn't change anything about the truth and veracity of the image. It's correct in size, and the objects are portrayed, though, so much differently. The metal and anything that was inserted into the backbone that's permanent will show up almost as if it's glowing. Wow. And previously, as all other attorneys that I've ever seen use the MRIs, you can hardly see anything. Mm-hmm. Not with what we do. It actually almost shines out. Anyone looking at the reverse picture of the MRI can clearly see the metallic objects that are in the backbone and wherever they may have been inserted, but normally they're in the backbone.
What is the purpose of this? Is it to show to the jury the severity of the injury?
It's actually more than that, because when we've shown it to people that have nothing to do with the case, but in other words, like a jury, right, and we ask them to look at it, almost invariably they gasp. Now, when you get a jury to consider a person's injury and they gasp, the gasp is certainly something that's going to be sure, consequential.
That's when a big measure of where they're headed.
Right, what the injury was, and in fact, what this plaintiff deserves by way of compensation.
So in other words, it helps to visualize for the jury the impact of this car accident, of this injury.
It's even more profound than that. Mm-hmm. When the original MRI displays the metallic objects, you can hardly see it. So there is very little effect to the jury. When we do the reverse imaging, they gasp. So that tells you the difference in effect.
See, I love what you're saying, and that takes experience to come up with this technique to show to the jury, because a trial, let's face it, at times it's a show. It's a show where you have to really show the jury not only with the facts, but also with emotions of why your client deserves the compensation you're asking for. So I love the fact that you're using different tools, visual tools, exhibits, to show to jury why they should award the highest maximum award to your client. Yeah. Okay, Herbert, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for this example. What you do here, you bring law to life. You're giving us actual examples of how litigation works. We appreciate it. And of course, if you sustained an injury or your loved ones in a car accident, please don't hesitate to call the law office of Herbert Lawrence. Consultation is free. The phone number is in the bottom of the screen. Herbert, thank you for your time. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. And we'll bring you back for more questions on personal injury law in New Jersey. Have a great day.